Unbelievable historical coincidences. This world is full of mysteries and strange coincidences. From everyday surprises to unbelievable events in history, some stories are so bizarre, they defy all logic. So today, we bring you real-life historical incidents that are so unbelievable. You might think they're fiction, but trust us, they really happened. The general who refused to die in the 18th century, there was a French army general named Vep Testimon. He was declared dead in battle, not once, but 5 times. Yet every time, just before burial, he miraculously turned out to be alive. He continued serving for 55 years, and was finally declared dead for real at the age of 75. The only 2 cars in town crashed. In 1895, in Ohio, USA, there were only 2 cars in the entire city. And what happened? They crashed into each other, yes. The only 2 cars owned in the whole town were involved in a collision. Now, that's what you call a coincidence, the Titanic's chilling prediction. The Titanic was known as the unsinkable ship. But did you know, 14 years before it sank, a book predicted a nearly identical disaster? The novel was titled Futility, the Wreck of the Titan. It described a giant luxury ship called Titan, which also hit an iceberg in the Atlantic and sank. The details, almost identical to the real Titanic. The mystery of Hugh Williams. In 1660, a man named Hugh Williams was the main only survivor of a shipwreck. Years later, another ship sank in the same place, and again, the sole survivor was named Hugh Williams. It happened again in 1820, and once more in 1940. Every time, one survivor, same name, Hugh Williams. The cursed car of James Dean. James Dean died in a tragic crash just days after buying his new sports car. Afterward, the car was involved in a series of bizarre accidents. A mechanic was crushed by its engine. A doctor used the engine in his race car and died. Another driver crashed. A garage storing the car caught fire. At an exhibition, it rolled off its stand and injured a visitor. Eventually, it had to be dismantled and scattered. The Laura Robson balloon coincidence. In 2011, a girl named Laura Robson from Manchester released a balloon with her name and contact info. It flew 50 kilometers and was found by another girl named Laura Robson. They were both 10 years old, 45 inches tall, owned black Labradors, and had white rabbits. When they met, they were even wearing the same brand of clothing. The baboon railway worker. In 1880 South Africa, a disabled railway worker named James Edwin Wide trained a baboon named Jack. Jack pushed his cart to work, did household chores, and even operated railway signals. Officials were so impressed, they hired the baboon officially. He worked for 19 years, without making a single mistake. A deadly invention. In 1346, a man named Francisco invented a deadly war machine, but during a demonstration, it accidentally launched him into the air. He landed in the middle of town, right on top of his wife. Both died instantly. He didn't even know she was there, a tragic twist of fate. Which one shocked you the most? These stories might sound unbelievable, but they're all 100% real. Which one amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back with more strange stories from around the world.